was a boy, he had spent several months with his father at Lem Stark's place on Blue River in Indian Territory. Although it had been some time since Jack Lynch and his men had escaped from Arkansas, he was under no impression that the U.S. Marshal Service had given up on capturing him. For that reason, Mike was very much aware of the probability that he might pick up a tale when he left prison, hoping he might lead them to his father. With that in mind, he started down the road, heading for Fort Smith and the Oklahoma border. The sun was still hovering over the horizon when Mike came upon what appeared to be a camp on the bank of a creek. He paused to look it over before proceeding. There was apparently only one person and one horse beside the dark water of the creek. There had been no attempt to make the camp out of sight of the common road, and there was a big campfire blazing away. A traveler on the road would hardly miss it. Mike couldn't help grinning at the opportunity presented him. "I reckon I ain't gonna go without some coffee and supper tonight after all," he thought. "Hello, the camp!" he called out when he was still a few dozen yards away. "You got an extra cup of coffee for a tired traveler?" "Why, sure, friend," a voice came back. "Come on in." The man got up from where he had been sitting and backed away a little from the firelight. Mike took a good look around as he left the road and walked the short distance along the bank to the fire. He felt satisfied that the man was alone, and he didn't seem overly cautious when a stranger on foot suddenly appeared on the road. "That's because he's been sitting here waiting for me to show up." The thought struck him suddenly. What if, instead of the tale he was expecting, the man was a deputy marshal, hoping to pump him for information on where he was heading, and hoping he would lead him to his father? He would have had to leapfrog around him to arrange this casual encounter. "I sure do appreciate the hospitality," Mike said. "I'm a little short of supplies right now." He glanced at the man's horse as he walked past it. It was a well-built sorrel with a broad chest and strong legs. A typical sign of a deputy marshal, he thought. They always ride a good horse. "My name's Bob Hardy," the man said. "Be glad to share some coffee with you, and some grub, too." He stepped back in a little closer to the fire. "Where are you headed? On foot like you are. Have you got far to go?" "A ways yet," Mike said. "Well, set yourself down and help me eat some of this bacon and hardtack," Hardy said. "Grab that extra tin plate there." Smug in the satisfaction that he could see through the lawman's clumsy attempt to set him at ease, Mike helped himself to the generous amount of sow belly in the frying pan. "You cooked up a lot of bacon," he couldn't resist commenting. "Was you expecting company, or do you just have a big appetite?" Deputy Marshal Bob Hardy hesitated a moment before answering when he realized that it might seem like more than a man would have fried for himself. "No, I reckon I wasn't thinking when I sliced off that meat." He forced a chuckle. "But ain't it lucky I did?" "You're camping a little early," Mike went on. "It'll be a couple of hours before hard dark. I wasn't looking to stop for the night for a while yet myself." "It is a mite early," Hardy allowed. "But I needed to stop and rest my horse, so I figured I might as well make camp." Mike glanced at the sorrel again, thinking the horse didn't appear to be tired at all. "You might as well open your coat and show me that badge you're wearing," he thought. "Which way you headed?" he asked instead. "I was headed toward Little Rock," Hardy said. "But I ain't set on nowhere in particular. What about you? You ain't never said where you're going. Must not be far, since you're walking." The deputy was hoping to find out that Mike was meeting someone close by. "It's a little ways yet, like I said," Mike replied. "I'm on foot, without no supplies because I had a little piece of bad luck a while back. But it ain't too far to walk when a man's got a good horse and supplies waiting for him down the road." This garnered Hardy's interest right away. "Well, that sounds like you ain't expecting to be walking much farther. How long you figure it'll take? Maybe I can give you a ride wherever it is you're going." "Appreciate it, but you said you was heading to Little..."